Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our stream. Guess what? If you didn't see it in the chat, we have our own fucking emotes. Oh my god!
You really want to say stickers, didn't
I
you?
did really want to say stickers. Oh, they're the cute Miu who is right here on screen with us in the rainbow room. Miu.
Say hi. Say hi.
She's
No.
like, no.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, but yes, we are back, and we are able to actually show our Discord for you who want to jump in, join some conversations during, before, or even after the games. But for right now, what we're doing tonight, we're doing more Waterdeep shenanigans, and we have a party to go to / get into. I I'm Nick. I play Droomstick. I'm not gonna get in. I'm gonna try and sneak in, but I have disadvantage on
Hear
the
me.
roll, so that's not gonna be really good. Um, Chess, you're up next because you're also going to be sneaking in.
Oh, except I'm good at sneaking in, so we good on that. Hi, I'm Jess, as Nick just said. I play Blaze, our Tabaxi Celestial Pact Warlock, and as we know, I might not be as good as Lestara, who is not here, at sneaking, but I am still pretty damn good.
Oh my god.
That said, now I'm gonna pass it off to Warren. Oliver.
Yes, that's me. I'm Oliver, playing Warren Woodbrook, the new and inquisitive rogue. I'll be sneaking in the front door, because that's how I sneak. Hopefully, it does not require a stealth roll. Because that's not
How does he
that's
sneak
not the way I sneak.
politely with an invitation?
Exactly. So that will lead us to Rozzy, I suppose.
You're getting stream biscuits. Oh boy, what a treat. I play V and I have a B, and it's gonna be fun sneaking into this motherfucking house. Or whatever the hell I'm doing. I don't remember because that's who I am as a person. So, but yeah, back to God.
All right, so it's really not the technical term for what I do here. I'm Kevin. I DM this game. I'm not in charge. I'm not in control. It is really just my job to make sure that whatever plans they come up with have problems. Uh, so it doesn't matter if you're good or bad at sneaking. Something will go wrong, and it'll be entertaining. I hope.
Yeah.
So last session, you guys ended up with a invitation to a party at the Castellanders Villa. Now, V has been interested in the Castellanders for quite some time because they tried to kill her.
And they
And
broke my toy.
yes, there was also a dead boy. He was fridged in his opening episode, so that happens sometimes. Yeah, then what you're kind of looking for here is proof or evidence that they can take to the establishment of Waterdeep and expose them for being horrible Asmodeus cultists. Like V.
Or we can just kill them.
Options are
I
on the
know.
table.
But more importantly, it may be worth enough to get Nick's soul or something to that effect.
Yes,
Droomstick agrees.
Droomstick's
We
soul
need
has
will
the
been
soul.
missing for
see.
quite a while. That was another thing you had found last week. Jarlax had given you two things. He had given you a key to a gate, which would take you to the city of Sigil, where you have methods to get additional information on restoring Droomstick's soul. He told you that the key opened a door in the city of Mesro, which is a mystery to be dove into at a future date. And then they also gave you a invitation with +1 for a party happening at the Castellanders. Now, this is the first party they've held in years. It's kind of like a reestablishing themselves in the social scene of Waterdeep.
Bet.
So there's a little bit of mystery going on with that. So yeah, you have about 24 hours to prepare for the party. The Castellander Villa, where the party is going to be hosted, is a collection of 3 buildings. You have the main house, which is a 4-story mansion, and V it knows that there are subterranean cellars and features there where allegedly they have their infernal cult meetings and ceremonies. V was never part of those. Your group always met somewhere else and felt excluded from the inner circle. The other 2 buildings is a guest house, which is a 2-story, 3-story collection of rooms on the far side of the compound. And there's also a coach house where the horses and carriages are kept. All of this is surrounded by a 10-foot high wall, and there are gardens and trees throughout the courtyard areas. So that is what you know about the Castellander's villa from viewing it from the outside.
Mhm.
During previous surveillance, you had seen that the attic windows were completely blacked out. So what does the party prep look like?
We're gonna decorate Warren.
I mean,
Sure.
one is definitely going to be the one that best represents us or a interesting party. I'm going to kind of get with Blaze and be like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to make me more stealthy.
I mean, I can guidance you. I can guide you.
Will that get rid of the will that get rid of the disadvantage on my stealth roll?
I can't help you with disadvantage, buddy.
Taking off your armor would get rid of the disadvantage to stealth rolls.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Would I actually need that for this instance, do you think? Do you guys think?
Unlikely.
Yeah, because I'm
What?
wearing chainmail, so.
Yeah, you don't really need that. Just
Oh,
put
but
on your
that,
party clothes.
I mean,
that brings me down to armor class 10.
okay, well, I can think.
we can protect you.
I think I can mage armor you. I don't know if that's something I can technically only use on
Something
myself.
else worth mentioning for Blaze, your invisibility spell can target multiple people.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We are expecting them to have some sort of magical countermeasures, though, to
Yeah.
check.
So what I should
Security.
do, you know what? Because I think I'm strong enough though, I might be able to just leave the chainmail behind and just go in with what I have.
I mean, you do have a ton of hit points. If you just assume you're gonna get hit anyways, then
Okay, now I can
What
only
good's
use
armor?
the mage armor on myself.
Because
Because it's from Armor Shadows, yeah.
I might not be able to
Making sure.
tank this entire, but I can throw a lot of hits, so at least I can be a DPS in this instance.
That's assuming a fight even happens.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'll do is, assuming there's a safe place I can kind of leave my armor behind, I'm going to do
You
that.
mean at the manor?
Oh, are we at the manor?
Yes, we
You're at
haven't
home
gone
right
yet.
now.
We're prepping. We're preparing.
Oh, for home, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna Then I'm gonna leave my my armor behind and put on some common clothes, which I haven't done in quite a while. I'm gonna be like, oh god, a t-shirt. Oh.
My armor, because I'm gonna go in, fancy party clothing. I'm gonna assume the studded leather isn't gonna go great under that. I can probably fold it up well, put it in like, some sort of chest and slip that in the bag of holding. Make it look like it's not carrying armor.
Why don't you just put the armor in the bag of holding without putting it in a chest?
Because I'm going to be using the bag of holding for part of my alibi if I can get it in. In addition to the clothing and a wig and some really thick glasses, I want to pick out some interesting, rare books that came from Manchun's library. Something to be a conversation piece and sell my my story as a rare book merchant from Baldur's Gate. And I'd also like to include, because it might be topical, the copy of the Infernal Contract Law that we picked up while we were there.
Okay. So one of the questions I've been waiting all week to ask is, what does V's party dress look like?
God, no.
Oh no.
I am trying to fly under the radar. Excuse. So I'm gonna be just black. Maybe like I need to see what other people are wearing, but just
It's getting close to midsummer, so it would be extra. It would be very warm.
Okay.
Fashion options are up to you.
I'm just gonna be plain black. And obviously I'm still gonna be pretty, but I'm just gonna look completely different. I'm trying to look plain pretty.
Okay.
Like somebody you might see in a JCP magazine, JCPenney if you have those in PA, never mind. Yeah.
We do.
Okay.
But yeah, you're just looking for something straight out of the Aurora's Whole Realms catalog.
Just basic. I wanna try not to be seen or noticed, really. Plain black dress. Plain black shoes. Whatever. I'm gonna look like Neo. Yes, I will. No.
So was there anything else on your pre-party agenda that you wanted to sort out?
Me?
Any of you?
I mean, Buzzy Bee, can that be disguised too?
Buzzy Bee is so tiny that she can be anywhere really and be undetected for the most part.
Okay, good. She has red, so I mean.
Well,
I
I'm
think
gonna
you've
ask.
disguised her as jewelry more than once.
Yeah, like sometimes she'll just sit in my hair and look like an ornament.
Yeah.
But I need intel. She can't sit still tonight.
So
Um,
you might have like a hair dongly thing that has Buzzy Bee like things already on it. So if she would go missing from it, it wouldn't get noticed. Did that
Yes.
vague description land and make sense for anything?
Yes. Oh, I love you too.
So I'm gonna ask Vielle again, because I'm not. Warren's not totally sure what the planned sequence of events here that she is even suggesting. Like, she has suggested that we conduct this investigation in order to use it as a bargaining chip to get Drumstick soul back from Asmodeus. And I've read up on the infernal contract law, but other than that, this is not really my area of expertise. What does this look like?
Any kind of exposure for them.
Well, what I mean specifically is that we're not going to do this, but hypothetically, if we bust down the door and kill all of the Castellaners, just hypothetically, because we're not doing it, even though I know you want to.
I don't even think we could.
Okay, I'm just saying, if we did that, how would we use that to get Drumstick soul back? Like, after we're sitting there in the middle of a blood-soaked mansion, all the Castellaners dead, do we just be like, okay, give it back? Or what is the procedure we're following here?
How about this? Nick and I will go pray to God, and we're going to be like, God, we're going to do this solid for you. And if we do this solid for you, and we take down this entire family and shame them and bring them to their fucking knees, we get Nick's soul back. Or Drumstick's soul back. Drumstick.
Yes, good job, Drumstick.
It's either a drumstick or a Lysistrata, so I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
that sounded like a convincing argument to me.
we donate our act to Asmodeus, and he'll be fucking impressed with the power of it. That he'll give him back his soul, in theory, or help us get there.
Does that sound like it at all aligns with what I have read about infernal contract law?
It's buying power, bruh. He's assuming you're gonna try to sell your soul again.
I would like you to make an Arcana check.
Okay.
So many kisses from you.
Or religion.
I am equal in both, so I get a 7.
Okay. It sounds like there's a couple of pieces of that plan that might be missing or glossed over.
Mm-hmm.
but it sounds like it could be legit.
I somehow still have my doubts.
Yeah,
but,
you can't think of anything that would contradict the plan.
Right.
Think what else though? If we find some fucked up shit down there, and we can use that as further collateral, like if he wants a powerful object in the hands of a certain person, or if he wants this to be sold to so and so, or whatever.
Now,
A demon released back to his realm. Who knows?
what V and you guys have discovered about the Castellaners over the last couple of months is that they have made some type of deal directly with Asmodeus to gain power. That's what revitalized their banking and lending business a few years ago. And there is some type of price attached to that bargain that did not go as planned, and they were unable to pay it back on time to Asmodeus. So they defaulted on that contract. So that gives that debt is willing. Asmodeus is looking to collect on the failed contract now.
Okay. Well, I'm still a little bit fuzzy about how this is actually going to benefit from us, but I guess we'll get in there and we'll see. And Droomstick, if you want to go with V into the back room and make some weird prayers, just make sure that you're the one that gets the credit after this is all done.
Wait, weird prayers, huh?
I don't know. That's what she was talking about.
No, we're gonna go in a closet in a second. Okay, we actually don't have to go into a closet to do this.
I'd prefer if you did do it in the closet personally,
but we can just have a little aside and we'll be like, yo, bro, we got something kind of coming up for you. Take a look at us, okay? We're gonna do a good job.
Are we putting on a
And then he'll be
strip show?
looking.
Like, what the fuck is happening? We're gonna
No,
go
we're
into
just
a
giving
closet.
him a heads up that we intend to do something badass.
Oh, okay. I guess then I'll go with you because I would like badass, but as Kevin says, you don't like anything right now, so I'm gonna.
Droomstick, can you give me a? Let's just call this an intelligence check.
You fuck! I have a -1 in intelligence.
but.
Well,
I got a 16 anyway, so we're good.
okay.
Mhm.
What V is proposing is to get out of one infernal contract by entering into another infernal contract.
Oh fuck me! What does this one entail, though?
Exactly what V tells you it does.
Oh wait, wait a minute. You're a devil?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Am I?
No.
No. No, wait a
You had a
minute.
crisis there for a second.
I'm like,
I'm not quite dead. No, I don't even know how you would become a devil, but no, I'm just a human. I've got most of my soul, unlike some people.
Well, V would absolutely know how you become a devil.
Oh.
You
Would you
sell
like to
your
become
soul to
one?
That's the result of selling your soul to Asmodeus.
Yeah, you're closer to a
which
devil
is-
than I am, so
oh. Well, wait.
Yes, actually.
you're doing a great job.
Fuck. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be Asmodium. I need to.
I mean, you'd be management.
You'd be management.
I don't know. I'd like to avoid that.
Oh, no? Not for you?
I tried it once. I didn't like it.
I'm not sure if I'm going for devilhood or like lichhood. We'll find out.
Devilhood or lichhood?
Go for
Christ.
Lichhood because it rhymes with bitchhood.
No, I'll probably just die the old-fashioned way. I'm adventurous, but bad adventurous.
Oh,
I'll die
shit.
with my bee schnick
We'll talk about Lichhood later.
next.
Uh,
Oh no. But my knickknacks. Can liches have knickknacks?
They keep their soul in
One
one.
of my Horcruxes could be, I was about to say, be like the most basic ass bee statue. It could be my bee bed.
Oh my god.
No, it would have to be smaller than that.
So that is inherently the problem with lichdom, is you need to put your soul into a phylactery, which you have already sold to Asmodeus.
Hmm. Yeah, but barter, trade, so many
Yeah, no,
possibilities.
you're looking through some full-on John Constantine loopholes here for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, Droomstick, is that something you're planning on looking at a dotted line and signing?
No, because I already made that mistake.
Okay. All right. So
He's
I
a
think
dumbass, not that much of a dumbass.
Yes.
I think we're ready to advance to the party night.
Yes.
Yes.
So, V and Warren, you get dressed and prepared. Droomstick leaves his armor at home. How are you? You know,
Oh,
I know how V and Warren are going to go in the front door. It's right off the street. There's a small park-like front yard area on that side of the wall, and then a pair of large double doors at the front of the Castellan or villa, where you have two guards in their house armor standing on either side of these open doors, greeting people as they come in.
Oh god.
Sorry. So, Jess is sneaking in. Nick, what are you doing?
I'm
Also sneaking in.
also sneaking in.
Okay. So, shit, am I the only one with Warren who's not?
Yeah,
Who's
you've got
yeah.
an invitation and a
door?
+1. That's kind
Okay.
of the way it
I'm
worked
just
out.
the
Wow, that's
female
very
date
offensive
who
to
doesn't
Warren.
speak. Actually, wait, do I have to speak for you? Because you're a bad liar?
My way of getting us to tell as few lies as possible. That's why I'm going as the book dealer, because there is some truth to it. I have rare books. I've been to Candlekeep.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, if this
I don't
goes...
think it's going to require a lot of lies to get in the front door. We
You
have the
have
invitation.
a legitimate invitation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say nothing then, unless some persuasion comes into play. I also prepared mass suggestions so I can tell them to keep traveling until they find a gnome and shake his hand.
Well, hold on. One of the things before we go is I'm gonna ask V, because I know she was scoping the place out, if she thinks there's a good place for us to be able to sneak through. Broomstick and I.
I say just walk right into the garden. Like a drunk
Well,
guest or something.
in order to get into the garden area, you need to climb over a 10-foot wall.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, that is not a major obstacle for
Yeah.
Blaze and Droomstick. Droomstick can just like reach the top and pull himself over, and you have a climb speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just make sure you're wearing your party gear and bring your own flute, so it looks like you're just a
I have a
couple,
graphic
a
Or
couple
you could
friends
go in,
taking a
yeah, you could go
stroll.
in and you could climb over invisible too. Like that's also on your
That was
your list
probably
of
going to be my thing. I was going to see if they had anything around the actual perimeter that detected magic coming through.
No, nothing like that. You do
Okay.
see like if you do a lap around the villa before the party starts, you'll see that the entrance ways, one at the coach house, and the main entrance have some type of invisibility detection, and a few other enchantments on those entrances. But the wall
Just
itself,
on the entrances. Okay.
just on the entrances, the wall itself is not enchanted in any way that will cause you problems.
Okay.
Oh my
That's
god.
what I needed to know. All right. So I am going to use invisibility on Droomstick and I.
And
Can my
in
graphic tee say Crasher?
and what I'm going to say is bad home design, the guest house does not have an external entrance. You have to go through the coach house or the main house to get to the courtyard into the guest house.
Who the
That's
fuck
weird.
designs that?
I'm sure there's a credit here at the front of the book.
Okay.
This is a lot better of a map for figuring out what's where than the Colat Tower, I'll tell you what.
All right, so where do you
So
want to
yeah, let's
climb
go
in?
to. Yeah, okay, we'll do the stealth entrance first.
Oh, sorry.
No, we're fine.
Did we decided where we needed to go inside though? Or we just headed to the party?
How about you and I go to the let's head towards the courtyard area to try
the
and get
guest house?
to get to the guest house, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna use
Yeah,
invisibility,
V's let
obviously.
you know ahead of time that there's an expectation of something below the mansion.
Okay.
But you've also got several floors of mansion to explore as well.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got a space between the main house and the coach house, between the coach house and the guest house, and then the largest section of wall covers the like a small orchard type of area.
Ooh.
It's probably gonna be our best place to try
To-
and get in there.
Yeah.
Farthest from the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So you head over that direction and invisible up. Now that lasts for 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
and Blaze has to maintain concentration, or
Yes.
both of you become visible.
Yes.
Keep in mind, you cannot see each other.
Oh, that's fun.
We can whisper, it's fine.
Assuming there's nobody around with a whisper.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
Blaze, you can just climb up on the wall, but Droomstick is going to need an athletics check, which he's very good at.
Ooh, I got an 18.
So straight up over the wall. When you clear the top of the wall, you're looking out into an area with several large trees. Most of them are kind of like fruit trees or ornamental maples or things
Mhm.
like that. Definitely planted here for the purpose of what they look like. And then just beyond those trees, there's a bunch of like raised beds that have flowering bushes in them. And during the day, these would attract dozens of butterflies. Specifically chosen for the purpose of attracting butterflies and songbirds, and
To look pretty.
in full daylight. This is the sun has gone down, so it is a
Aw.
late night party. Actually, no. Yes, I like the nighttime anyway. We're gonna do it as a night party. So yeah, that's where you find yourself now, is the garden. There are a couple people milling about. All of them seem to be dressed for party. There's a couple of servants coming around with trays of drinks and little fingery foods. A bunch of people like in groups of threes and fours chatting and conversing throughout the garden.
So we decided we were gonna go towards the guest house. So that's the way. Being careful. I'm gonna go.
You can slide along the wall and avoid any of the direct contact with people and make it over to the guest house. Guest house has a single door that is currently closed and is on the side of, in the inner courtyard next to the garden, in view of other people.
So the door is in the view of people.
Yes.
Oh no.
Are there any windows that we can kind of look in, or
There should be.
because I
Yeah.
know with the guy.
At least two of the rooms on the bottom floor have windows that you can look in on. One of them looks in on a dining room. Single table surrounded by 6 chairs. Art pieces on the walls. You know, it's done up well. And the second one is more of a sitting room. There's a piano, a bunch of big fluffy chairs, a bookcase or two, things like that.
Is there anybody in here?
Yeah.
Not in those 2 rooms.
Oh,
Can-
where?
Now, is there above us? I know there's a second floor. Is there a balcony, like a small balcony or a porch or kind of something on the second floor?
Not on the guest. Hold, please. Not so much like a balcony, but there's an area where the second floor is smaller than the first. So there's kind of like a 45-degree angled roof above, between the floors where there's that difference.
And is there a window right there?
There would be. Yeah, you'd have to. If you climb up onto the roof and walk across, you can get into a window on the second floor.
What? Is that window on the opposite side of the?
There's a couple of trees that would block view from that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's more concealed than any of the entrances on the first floor.
Okay.
Conceal those feels. Now, I want to know, even though it's dark out and there's a party going on, is it still illuminated enough where that courtyard?
Yes.
Okay.
There's floating glow globes are like bobbing up and down all around the courtyard.
Oh, that's
they're kind of
bougie.
like yeah, they're kind of like floating balloons that emit light, and like every now and then they'll wander near someone, and someone will just tap it and push it away.
Oh my god! Like, oh my god! Can we we could get these for our cafe? Fuck.
All right. I'm gonna go in through that second floor window. Assuming
Okay.
when I look into the window, there's nobody in the room.
Drumstick, are
it's-
you
I can open it.
following?
If I want to try and climb that, would I have to do an athletics check?
You would need an athletics check, and I'd probably want stealth checks from both of you to avoid making noise.
Okay, if we're invisible, does that give us advantage on the stealth as well?
No, because the only thing I'm worried about here is the noise.
Okay, so do you want to go ahead and take this one on your own, just because I feel like I'm going to be making too much noise?
That's fine.
Okay. So, Blaze, give me that stealth check.
I almost rolled a 1, but it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
It hit the 1, then rolled to the 13, and I was like, ugh.
So yeah, you climb up the side of that building, walk across the roof. Then you got the window. This is a bedroom on the inside. Single room with a fairly large bed, a couple of wardrobes, vanity, all of the type of things you would expect to see in a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The bed has not been made. Someone has slept in it recently. And there are some clothes on the floor.
Well, I'm gonna hope, since the party has slightly started, that there's gonna be nobody in this house. But I am going to, once I get into this room, I'm going to exit it, and I'm gonna go down to the first floor and see if there's an entrance to a basement or something, and maybe they're connected underground.
Okay.
Because that
So
would be
you want
best
to
case
give us
scenario.
a thorough search of the guest house.
Yeah. Being
Okay.
very cautious about anybody possibly being in it, obviously.
Doing a quick search, you find several more bedrooms. The room you came in from and the master bedroom look like someone has been occupying them. No one is in there right now. There's a set of like a traveling trunk in the master bedroom that is currently unlatched but closed. The rest of the rooms just look like someone's been casually being in those rooms recently.
Mm-hmm.
There is no apparent basement or anything that is obviously below this.
Okay. Well, I am going to head back outside then. Do
Okay.
I want to go through the window again, or do I go through the front door? Probably back out through the window.
Okay.
So that would be the smart
So-
choice.
You slide out back the window, drop down to Droomstick, and we'll pause you guys right there.
Mhm.
So those of you with the invitation looking at the front door. From the front door, you can see there's the two guards on either side of the front door. You can hear music playing inside. You can see a handful of people moving about through the open doors. The guards are wearing the livery of House Castellanner, which is described in here somewhere.
Mhm.
It was mildly noteworthy. Should have added it to my personal notes, but
Mhm.
it's. Can you either of you make a religion check for me?
Sure. Not good at it, but actually 21.
Hi, Zarek.
Okay. The symbol that the guards are wearing on their uniform is more or less a stylized version of Siamorph's holy symbol, the goddess of nobility.
Right, yeah, we had this discussion before
Yeah.
about. Okay.
So yeah, their guards wear that on their uniforms.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm not trying anything fancy. We're just gonna go up to the door, present our invitation with a smile, and wait to be let in.
All right. Um, a gentleman in a tiefling gentleman in a fancy suit is there to greet you at the doors. Takes your invitation, looks it over briefly, um, sets it on a silver platter by the door with many other invitations like that, and leads you through into the home. Um, says that the main party is upstairs in the ballroom. The grand staircase is right here, and he kind of motions for you to ascend the stairs. Now, when you go through the entranceway, the first room that you're in is a uh, I'm sure there's a better, yeah, they call it the entrance hall in here, but it's really just a room designed to create an impression. Big, wide staircase right there in front view. There's pieces of artwork on the wall. There's a large portrait of the Castellanner family on the wall, which includes all three of their children, their older son, and then the two younger twins. Uh, and a massive crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
I
Okay,
want to
make a mental note to
see
keep Droomstick away from that.
from the chandelier.
When you go up this wide, 10-foot wide staircase, at the top of the staircase, it opens out into this grand ballroom. There's probably 30 or 40 people here in this room alone. Let's double that. I'm going to say around 50 people here. V, you recognize some of them as being associated with the Asmodeus cult. Maybe 5 or 6 of them are faces you recognize from that. Next to the staircase, there's a
Wait.
major archway that leads over into a dining room area where banquet tables are set up and food will be served at the appropriate hour. There's another staircase leading up on the other side of that archway. There are 2 Castellanner house guards on either side of that doorway, and there's a rope strung across it. You also have a servant's door to what you assume would be the kitchen area nearby. The one thing
Okay.
you do not see is either of the Castellaners themselves right now.
That's probably a good thing. I don't think we're ready to bump into them straight
Yeah.
yet. So there's an area for where the food will be served eventually, but are there any sort of refreshments? Is there wine being served or anything at
Oh
this
yeah,
point?
yeah. Just like I described down in the garden area, there are servants going around with glasses of beverages, little finger foods, etc.
Okay. Definitely gonna go get myself some snacks and a glass of wine. Um, I'll get some for Vielle as well if she's following me. But if she's gonna go off, I'll let her do whatever she wants. Keep an eye on her, but let her um uh, hang her own rope. I guess I don't know if she's gonna do anything suspicious. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep just an eye on the party, schmooze if anything. If there's someone there that looks like they are looking to get into a conversation, just sort of slide into it, just to have something to do and talk with them a bit.
Um, Normally I'd ask for perception check, but you're you.
Mhm.
Um, One of the conversations you overhear is that they are so pleased that the Castellaners have begun hosting parties again. They had heard about them in the past, that they were the height of fashion and social status to be seen at these parties, and were thrilled to be offered this invitation to attend. Um, you do recognize the person in that conversation. They're one of the local merchants from not too far away from Troll Skull Alley. Um, and they kind of seem like this level of party is above their social status.
Mhm.
It's a little odd that they would get this invite.
Um, if I recognize them from around Troll Skull, are they going to recognize me?
You are a recognizable figure in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fairly likely that people are going to recognize you.
Okay. I don't know if I want to be recognized just yet. Then.
Would you prefer to be disguised?
Well, I mean, I have a general disguise because I'm going as the bookseller.
Okay.
It's not like a full-on disguise kit, but I'm definitely not going as myself.
Okay. So you were trying to not look like Warren.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, no one is recognizing you so far. No one has approached you. If anyone has recognized you, they have not said anything.
Okay,
Um.
interesting. Did you disguise yourself?
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah. But it's not
Huh,
not a professional disguise, but I put on
huh.
glasses.
Eyeliner?
It
Is
works
it
for
the eyeliner?
Superman. I mean, yeah. If there's anything I learned from comics, there's no better disguise than just a pair of glasses. No one will know ever.
Hmm.
Um. So okay, yeah, I don't want to go schmoozing too big with people that will definitely recognize, or not definitely, but have a chance to recognize me. If he's from the area, that's a little bit risky. Um,
Okay.
I'm just
V.
going to, you know what? I'm going to continue grabbing snacks.
Okay. So you're gonna be that party guy who's looking to get a full meal off of the snack trays.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna message him. Cultist, 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 cultist. He's probably just eating snacks because he can't think. Cultist. And then
Yeah.
giving him the
Now
look.
the way that message cantrip works is it basically allows you to have a whisper conversation from across the room. You need to be able to see Warren and speak at a whisper level for him to hear you clearly. And the range on that is good enough to happen pretty much anywhere in the ballroom.
Okay.
So yes, you could separate and continue having a conversation through that cantrip.
Cool.
Okay. So the cultists.
Cultist.
Right.
They're spread out fairly evenly throughout the ballroom. Most of them are taking part in a conversation.
This is
I'm gonna
sketchy.
party goers or servants? For the
Both.
cultists.
A bit of both. At least 2 of the servants, and then 4 or 5 of the party guests are on V's cultist list.
Okay.
With this,
Um.
is this normal or is it weird that there are so many here?
You know their cult is large, but you don't have a firm grasp on how large.
Okay.
You've
And
been told.
when I've been here before, is wherever the fuck we're supposed to go down or up?
Well, you've never actually been in their secret areas.
But
They
did it
kind of
look like they were going up or down? Like if they adjourned somewhere, would I notice them going upstairs or would I notice them sneaking downstairs? Or outside even?
you're under the impression that the secret Asmodeus places are below ground.
Okay. I will tell Warren that too. I'm like, I'm not 100% sure how to get to any of these places, but I think they're like that roped up area going up. I don't think that's what we need. I think we need to go down.
Okay. Do you know where the kitchen is?
I don't know.
There's you can see where the banquet hall is in relation to the ballroom, and there's a utilitarian door in the ballroom that would lead to some place that also attaches to the banquet room. It does not take a massive leap of logic to assume that is a kitchen or other. You can see the servants with the trays of food going in and out of that door.
How frequently are they going in and out?
Um, Often enough, they're making sure that everyone has drinks that are served. Like, there's no lack of beverages or snacks. The Castellanders are putting on a wonderful party by everyone's opinion.
Okay. Um. I would like to wait until if I can get a general idea of like the cadence of traffic going in and out, and if I can figure out when there might be a lull, as in, they brought out the food, someone's brought back a tray. There's not going to be a whole line of servants. I'd like to try to just casually, as if this is not a weird thing. I'd like to try to make my way through those servants' quarters.
Okay.
With several horse devourers in hand, still munching on them.
Give me a perception check to catch that timing.
Okay. And I'm taking that with advantage because I am moving at half
'Cause
speed,
you're
since
you.
I'm not running
Yep.
around. I still actually am going to have to take my reliable talent, so 21.
Okay. Yeah, you can peek through the door and you see that there are a set there is a staircase in the kitchen that goes down. Um, V, are you gonna follow him on this?
Fuck yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I'll just pretend I was looking for some place to barf if I have to. It works. Don't. It's a woman thing. No, it's not a woman thing.
So yeah, when you slide through that door into the kitchen, this is a long, narrow room. It definitely looks like they squeezed it into the house, and it may not have been originally purposed for this, but it is busy. Probably 15 people in here working on things, and they all seem to be far too busy to bother with you at the moment.
Okay. And I assume they are busy preparing the food that will be served.
Oh yeah. There's banquet foods being prepared. It looks like there's no major ovens, so it looks like food is prepared downstairs, brought upstairs, and then uh, cut, plated, and taken into the banquet hall from here.
Okay. And everything that's up here looks like you would expect for food being prepared. Nothing.
Yes. One other detail I neglected to mention is there is a door that leads outside onto a balcony type area. It would overlook the gardens in some way, and there is a staircase leading down the outside of the building into the garden area from this kitchen.
Mm, and can we actually see the outside through that door, or is it like a glass door? Yeah.
There's definitely some kitchen staff out on that balcony smoking. There is no doubt in my mind that that's happening.
And do I want to engage with any of them or just keep going down? I think I just want to make my way down the stairs and see if the kitchen is down there.
Yeah. No one. Yeah. On the way down the stairs, you are greeted with the exact type of kitchen scene you were expecting to see there. And there is the head chef is another tiefling. And he notices you entering the room with an accent I'm not going to try to replicate tonight. He's like, guests should remain upstairs. You do not belong in my kitchen.
Before we get into a big, like conversation, like when he's still a decent amount away, I want to sort of, if Fael is following me down, confer with her like very quickly, cultist, or
V?
if she's following me down.
I don't know. Are they?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell's yes.
Okay. I'm going to give him like this still, several of these like hors d'oeuvres in my hands. Be like, oh, I am so sorry. I was, and I'm still like, snacking on them as I talk. Like, the food, delicious. I had to come down here and sneak a peek myself. I'm a little bit of a foodie. I know a little bit about, food preparation, amateur cook. I just had to see, and I'm just gonna like, keep walking, like eating, just looking at everything
You
that's happening down here.
do know your way around a kitchen.
I'm
Give me
gonna be talking like, oh yeah, like, can I tell like maybe what's going on, like something that they're doing, like some sort of spice they're doing or cooking method that they are doing here that probably isn't like, something that a normal person is going to be doing at their
sure.
house. I'd like
Let's
to point that out, like, oh, those spices from, like from the
let's
south
start with
or
a
whatever.
perception check.
Okay.
Scan the room and see what you see instantly.
All right. That's going to be a 31.
Okay.
So pretty much everything, including their bones.
Yeah. Well, the first thing you notice is there are a lot more knives than you would generally expect in a kitchen of this size. A lot more. The other detail that you notice is the type of like spice products that they have available are all new containers. This kitchen just went through a major restocking.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to point out like something some sort of spice they're using that is not
Paprika.
something less common than that. Something that
Oh.
would be interesting to point out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I'd like to be like, I've experimented with a little bit of this myself in my kitchen. Rather peculiar choice.
Deadly nightshade.
I too use Himalayan salt.
I'm convinced this is gonna be full out cultist party where they're gonna
Himalayan
kill
salt.
all the party goers that aren't their members.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be like, did you where do you get this stuff? I'm from Baldur's Gate, you see. I've just recently arrived in town. I'm not quite sure where to get ingredients of this quality around here.
We procure most of our products through Aurora's Whole Realms. We also have contracts with merchants that travel up and down the Sword Coast. Give me an insight check.
Am I
That's
supposed to
gonna
be doing something during this?
If any check I'm asking Warren to do, you can also make.
Oh.
that's a 21 for me.
Okay.
No. I
right.
have no idea. I think y'all are just bullshitting.
I love it. No.
He's exaggerating a little bit on how far they're going to get these. All of these would be things that are they're absolutely in Aurora's catalog.
Okay.
Can I
well,
release the Kraken while they're doing this bullshit?
What Kraken would you like to release?
My Buzzy Bee.
Because when Tasha's Cauldron comes out, there's actually a Kraken pact for Warlock.
Oh,
Oh. I meant the baby.
Okay. So yeah, the spices are all like top shelf quality, but the common Aurora type. Aurora's is basically fantasy Amazon. They deliver.
okay. Well, I'm definitely playing along. I'm patronizing this guy.
Okay. So you're grabbing his attention and being distracting.
Yeah.
Leaving V free to do what now?
Release the bee and see if there's anything interesting in the room, like a door that goes down, or like a crack that she can buzz down and go downstairs or something.
There is a small door that's kind of like, you can tell that it's pinched behind the grand staircase. Like they sacrificed door size to make that staircase larger. And it leads to what you assume is a pantry area. If Buzzy Bee slips into the pantry area while the door is open at any point, give me a perception check.
I'm using a different die.
This would be on Buzzy Bee's perception.
How the hell am I supposed to know what that is? It's a 16 plus whatever.
Okay. I'll find a stat block for a bee somewhere.
I'm like, I don't know. She has big eyes
where
though,
to go
so I
here?
think that's at least a plus 10.
Compound eyes, though, which means very bad at seeing details. Really only good at big
Yeah. Movement good, detail bad. But also arcane familiar, so there's that. There's a wine rack in the pantry, and one of the bottles is significantly less dusty than the others. Like it has been moved more frequently than the rest.
So wait a second. If I leave the bee there, I can technically see it, right? So we can technically teleport in there
Yes, you
with
could
dimension
teleport.
door.
You could teleport into the next room through what would otherwise be an open door.
So I kind of want to bring Warren with me, though. So can we stop talking about spices and go back to the party real quick?
I suppose we could, but I am having fun now.
Well, finish your conversation. That's
You've got a spell in your book for that too that I don't think you have memorized.
What? I switched a bunch.
Yeah, it's Oh no, you do have it memorized.
What is it?
Mislead.
Yeah, I changed that one today.
Okay, so yeah, that would very much be the appropriate time to use mislead. Because that leaves an illusion of you standing beside Warren as you invisible off somewhere else.
But then I can't bring Warren with me.
No.
My theory was that I could get him to leave the kitchen and then we could dimension door back into that room. Because can I bring him with me?
Okay. Well, two things. I don't think you actually need to see for Dimension Door, anyways. I think you just need
No.
to know.
You need to describe.
You could take me, but we didn't. We chose not to Dimension Door in because we thought they would have magical security. Now that
Fuck.
I suppose them looking into people Dimension Dooring from the outside in would be top priority, but I assume they might also, they don't want people gallivanting around their mansion either. So I don't know if that's totally safe.
Fine, I'll do mislead.
Does the mislead illusion continue following me, or is it static once it's left?
I can make it move and talk and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can use my action to move my double up to twice my speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. I can also see and hear and all that shit through it.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of those weird descriptions again. Okay. Once you drop your mislead and slide into the pantry area, and you go to manipulate that bottle of Baldur's Gate Pinot Noir, which is a horrible vintage if you're not aware. It opens up a door into a library.
Really?
Yes. It was very much the library that the grand staircase opens up into. So you know
Wait.
exactly where that was at.
Okay.
When you came in the front entrance, you had the entrance hall, and we're led into a library where the grand staircase goes up.
Mm-hmm.
This is the library that the grand staircase starts in.
So
For
I did all this for nothing?
For inexplicable reasons, there is a secret door between the pantry and the library.
Okay. Is there anything in the library?
Well, you're invisible right now. So yeah, other than guests coming in and going up the staircase, and the door that you did not there's a door on the far side of the library from where you came in. You have a library with many bookcases. You have one thing you notice that's kind of interesting is one of the shelves in the library has bottles of smoke.
Okay.
They kind of like swirl around inside of the bottle and have a cork stopper.
Is there, should I investigate that or?
Would you like to?
Sure.
The first one you pick up has a
So
label
bottles
on it.
are moving right now in front of guests. So
Well, you can like spin the bottle just to read the label without creating a big to do about it. And the first one you spin around says "Canticle of the Silver Chalice."
what do I know what that means?
Religion check.
Let me guess. I open the bottle and a story is told, so it's like an audiobook essentially. Religion is a total of 11.
Canticle is some type of like religious song.
Yeah, I'm not opening this fucking bottle. Let's move on.
Okay. The next bottle you spin around is titled Wolfgar and the Crystal Shard. The bottle next to that is Your Beardy Face.
I'm going to open that bottle and scuttle away.
Okay. So you pop the top on it, and like this deep, bassy dwarven voice just starts pounding out this dwarven drinking song
I
from
knew
the
it
bottle.
would be an audiobook or whatever.
And Warren, you can actually hear the drinking song over in the kitchen.
I'm going to raise one eyebrow and sort of cock my head at the head chef that I'm still talking to and be like, is that normal in your kitchen? Do you need to check on that?
The let's roll a perception check for the chef. Nope, doesn't hear it.
Wow. So, can I try to sneak through the other side and see where that brings me?
Yeah, you can kind of like wait until there's no one else in the room to pop the door open and slide through there, and that's going to take you to
The
a
bathroom.
reading room. What you've got here is a well-lit room, a desk, big fluffy office chair, and a door to the outside with a butterfly-shaped stained glass window. If you peek through that window, you'll see the butterfly garden on the outside of the house.
Didn't they say that was closed before?
Not tonight. They haven't.
Oh. Are there people in it?
The garden is full of people, party guests.
Even the butterfly house?
Yeah, that's
And I have
where.
no idea what to do.
Give me a perception check.
19 plus 2.
Okay. The book on top of the desk is kind of a geography atlas book. But it's got little like paper notes inside it. That are kind of like calling out places that have been researched for, and he's trying to find something. Looks like the notes are written by Victorio Castellaner.
Do I have a purse?
Do you?
Yes, I do. I have a rather large purse with which to fit a book.
Yeah, and it's a larger type book, but you can do this.
I underpacked. It's all good.
Sure. This desk does not have drawers or anything like that. It's just like it's a place to do research and take notes.
I'm sure I won't learn much from this book, but I'm gonna take it.
Okay, so you have acquired the book. Let's slide outside to our other invisible group.
Hello.
So
It is
invisible.
us.
So
I know.
you've done a fairly thorough search of the guest house and
Mhm.
found nothing other than someone has been staying there.
Oh, let's steal the sheets. No, just kidding.
I actually have a super random question
Okay.
in regards to, because I know Nick and I can't see each other, But if Nick has his radiant hand axe on him, can I sense that?
Oh,
Technically, yes, because it's a magic item.
I would say technically yes, because it is a magic item dedicated to Saloon.
That's what I was figuring. All right, that's good.
I didn't know it was Saloon. I thought it was just magical just because.
No, bitch, I got it for you, you dumb sack of shit.
Oh,
All right,
that's
so
right.
I can find Broomstick at least.
Yeah,
Which means that I can like pat him on the back and like lead him in the direction I'm going. All
Correct.
right, that's what I wanted. And I was like, All right. So if we've searched the guest house now, the only other place back here was the not technically a stable, is it?
well,
Yes,
you
the
could
carriage.
call it a stable. I've been calling it the carriage house.
Okay, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. All right, let's go take a peek at the carriage house.
Okay.
Just to see if we find anything over there.
Carriage house doesn't have too much going on right now. There is a staff member there who's kind of brushing down one of the 6 horses. There are 3 carriages stored in there. One of them is an armored carriage that the Castellaners use that with their loan business when they're moving large sums of money. There is a fairly solid built cargo carriage. That's a horrible name for a thing, but it's more wagon-like than carriage-like.
Yeah.
And then there is a more regal type of carriage that they would use for visiting and anytime they want to arrive and make an impression.
Okay. But nothing else really of interest in here if we look a little further in?
Not so much.
All right.
Looking over the main house, you can see 3 ways in from the outside. Over near the outside wall, there's an area that looks like a servants type entrance. There is a staircase going up to an entrance on the 2nd floor. This again looks like it's more servant related than anything else. And then you see a door with a stained glass butterfly on it.
So I'm assuming out of the servants' entrances, are there people coming and going through that at the moment?
Well, the one up on the 2nd floor is open with kitchen staff smoking.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's easy in and out.
Yeah. Have you ever worked in or near a kitchen?
No, but I hear it's like that. I'll take your word for it.
All right. So that's probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
Since it's already
Okay.
open.
Sure. Give me a stealth check as you slide up the stairs and into what players will know is already a kitchen.
Okay, so both of us?
Yep.
26.
Nat 20.
Oh
Okay.
my god, I thought you were gonna say that one!
No.
I had this like sudden horror.
So yeah,
come over me.
you take Drumstick by the hand and lead him quietly up the stairs.
That's how I got
The only
my
reason
nat
he was
20.
quiet is I was gonna say.
And that puts you in the kitchen area that I described earlier, where the food is being prepared for the upcoming banquet. There is another staircase going down on the inside here.
Is he
you've got a
next to
door-
me?
No.
Oh.
And because I, as a player, know what's going on, can we hear Warren, or is he in a different place right now?
I should be right down below you.
Yeah, he is down the stairs below you. You can't really hear him over all the kitchen noises.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right.
Kitchens do tend to be loud.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're looking for a basement. So I'm going to head down the stairs.
Okay. So yes, when you head downstairs, you see Warren and V standing there. Warren is having a conversation. V is on auto nod.
Can I tell that she's
Nope.
okay? I didn't know with my oversight if I could tell.
No. I personally don't believe that that detect magic
What?
can pierce invisibility and illusions.
Okay,
Kind of ruined them, yeah.
Yeah.
I just all right. I have a question.
Okay.
Are we gonna? Is Droomstick gonna be able to make it through this room without hitting into people and bumping into people?
Well, the door is at the top of the stairs, so getting down the stairs from there was no additional rolls.
Yeah.
Once you get down into the lower kitchen, again the door into Warren and V are kind of standing over on one side of the kitchen near where the pantry is at.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another door that is unobstructed.
Okay. Hmm.
Ooh, this door seems interesting. Let's steal it.
Which
Yeah,
door are
both-
we
Don't
looking
need their
at?
doors.
Both doors are closed right now.
Let's
I'm gonna make my way over to Warren carefully,
Hmm.
just like in their general direction, and
breathe on him.
hoping to not scare the shit out of him. I'm just gonna like slightly tap him on the shoulder and hope that he.
Breathe
I
on
don't
him.
know. Warren's smart.
Warren, roll your smart.
Oliver, would you describe Warren as jumpy?
Not jumpy, but if someone taps me on the shoulder, I probably don't expect someone to be invisible behind me. So I'm going to probably look behind me and be somewhat surprised that there's nothing there.
Okay.
Just sort of, just glance over my shoulder like,
Ah, the wall, it's really nice.
Yeah, you definitely felt a solid tap, but no one behind you.
okay.
Well,
Droomstick, roll a d20 for me.
A d20?
oh no.
Just a
Yeah.
flat out d20?
Just a d20.
That's
It's
also
a. Did somebody fuck up D20?
It's a net 20.
Okay. I was just rolling to see if you'd giggle.
Oh my god, honestly, 100%.
Do you know how much of me wants to try and pickpocket Warren right now just to be an asshole? I have like that urge, but I'm not gonna act on it.
Oh god, teehee.
All right. So, all the doors are closed. Other doors here
Yeah,
are
like
closed.
the pantry door swings open every now and then as someone goes in or out of it. The other door remains closed.
Hmm. Can I try and make when the pantry door swings open and people walk through it? Is it just like a closed room? Is there another door in there? Yes, because people are coming.
You can like when you see through it, it's food storage.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, not to steal the
Yeah,
scene
you
here,
are
but
technically in the scene as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I am kind of looking for a way out of this conversation now that I've diffused him from kicking me out. Preferably not upstairs. I'm gonna like drain my wine bottle and like eat another Oars Devours and be like,
Bottle.
like the wine is fantastic, by the way. It reminds me of home, but it's running through me a little bit. It's where would
Ooh.
I find the little gentleman's room?
Did they put one in this map? Did they?
You're gonna have to make one, Kevin.
I mean, if there's a party being hosted here,
I know there's one
gotta
on the
be
second
people
floor.
that excuse themselves out to the bathroom.
Look, prestidigitation solves a lot of problems.
All right, this isn't Harry Potter, okay?
No, it's way less creepy. Apparently the only there's a powder room on the second floor, just off the ballroom.
It's less than ideal.
Yeah. The only map I've seen that has a listed bathroom is the one in Trollskull Manor, and there's one in the Haunted Halls of Evening Star, which is infested with green slime.
Okay. Well, I'm sort of going to be making my way towards that main door anyways, as I'm sort of like being like, goes right through me, because that's where I want to go. Regardless
Yeah,
of where
well,
he directs me, that's where I want to go.
yeah. Well, he's gonna say, yeah. If you go through there, that's the family dining room. We're not using that today, but if you go through there and to the right, the grand staircase is right around that corner, and you'll be able to go up there to the powder room. Ask any of the guards; they'll direct you.
Thank you so much. After the dinner, I won't bother you again. I'm so sorry for watching it. After the dinner, I would love to talk more with you about the culinary expertise that you have on tap here.
Okay. So you walk off through that door. Illusionary V stands behind.
No,
It's gonna-
illusionary V comes with him.
I'm gonna take a few
I-
steps because I don't think I've
I'm
even
pretty
realized
sure
that
you don't
she's
get to
gone.
direct.
I do. I just can't see or hear anything in my other body.
Hang on, you can use your action to move your illusionary. Okay. Okay, so you can split attention back between the two. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to creepily smile and wave and follow Warren like the like the dumb robot girlfriend.
So you're kind of like you're probably sitting in the office chair over in the reading room, then directing your illusion form.
Yeah. Like shit, we're moving.
You could have your illusion form go one way, Busy Bee go a third. No wonder you write for a tabloid. You can get everywhere. So yeah, Blaze and Droomstick, are you following Warren as well?
Yes.
All right, so Warren, Illusion V, Invisible Blaze, Invisible Droomstick, all walk through one door.
I at this point don't realize that any of these invisible people are with me. I don't think I realize that Vial's an illusion.
Give me a perception check on that one, because you might notice.
Okay. Let's see.
There's nobody around. when
All
we
right, a
step out.
31 I might notice. You're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You've definitely noticed that V hasn't said anything, which is highly unusual for V.
But I'm
I'm gonna creepily whisper in his ear, I'm in the breeding room next to the library.
Reading room.
Yes.
Yeah, the other thing you notice is like the floorboards don't creak at all when V walks over them, but there is some other creaking floorboards going on.
Okay, that alarms me a little bit.
So when you go through the dining room and follow the instructions and cross that corner, in kind of like the underneath space of the grand staircase, there is another small door there. You also pass by a very uninteresting closet.
Okay.
Very uninteresting closet.
Yeah. It would have been a great place to put a bathroom, but they chose not to.
Is it definitely a closet?
It is definitely a closet. It is definitely uninteresting. I don't want to waste time with it.
Fine.
Is there? I mean, obviously there's people around, but is there anybody like close at the moment?
There's nobody here really.
Oh, okay.
You know, the family dining room is not being used for the party.
Okay.
Party seems to be going on ballroom, banquet room on the second floor, and then out in the garden.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk softly and be like, "Hey, we're here. Guest house is clear."
Are they in my room?
They're in the room with Warren.
Oh, they're
Invisible
not.
still.
You're not in the reading room yet.
Mm-mm.
No, we're heading in
I'm
an
gonna
opposite.
spin in the chair as soon as you walk in the door. But you
No.
won't be able to see me. It'll just be a spinning chair. Get it?
Yeah, we're heading in a different direction, unfortunately.
No.
Okay.
Fine.
Well,
I guess my invisible ass will come follow you.
Yeah,
um,
you can make your way over that direction, but from the other side of the staircase. So that does put you all in the same space now.
Okay.
Illusionary V standing next to Invisible V.
I'm gonna try to give Jess a wet willy.
Excuse me.
There's a
What?
lot of yeah. The only person who is visible and where they're standing is Warren.
Oh damn! I guess I'm gonna have to give him a wet willy then. Invisible.
So
That
we
would
have the
that
grand
would break the
staircase,
spell
right?
because I'm going to declare
No.
that as an
really?
attack. That is absolutely an attack.
It's not an attack. Whatever. Fine, I won't. So where should we try next, guys?
Well, I don't know. How do we get downstairs from here?
I don't fucking know. I'm not cool.
I did mention a door underneath the grand staircase.
Oh, let's go
That's
there.
probably a good idea.
That does sound like a downstairs.
Thank you
staircase.
for that. Like, it's like that part in a video game where you're just like, I don't fucking know where to go, and then the map all of a sudden like, ding, hint, hint.
Okay,
So yeah,
I should probably lead since I'm the only one that's real right now.
are there guards there though?
No. There are no guards standing here. There are guards in the next room.
Let's go.
I mean, we'll probably sneak them with us, Warren.
Quick.
Yeah, that's going to take us to the cellar.
Ooh.
Cellar is free of dust and cobwebs. It is extremely cold, which is weird for the time of year.
It's annoying.
It's got spare furniture, laundry tub, old trunks full of clothing. There is, when you come down the stairs, kind of opens up into one large storage room that I just described. There's a door in the storage room. Very solid looking iron banded door.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a hallway going off to the right, which, when you glance down that way, opens up into a wine cellar. Both barrels and bottles of wine sitting over there. There are candles on the walls providing light.
Let's cartwheel.
I think it's probably a good idea to go check out that door.
Is it safe?
I don't know. Is there magic on the door?
Aren't you the one that's supposed to
Um,
test it?
No, because I don't have armor.
Oh yeah, that's true.
When you go look at the door,
Oh yeah. That's what you're supposed to do to the door. You're supposed to bust in and be
solid
like, oh
iron
yeah.
door with 3 different locks on it.
Oh bloody hell.
Um,
Are they like twisty? Because I can just teleport. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to teleport. Never mind. Warren
Well, you're
said no.
allowed to. I'm just saying it may
Dad
not
said
be.
no.
Yeah, there is a magic trap of some type on the door as well.
Ooh,
So triple.
how do we get rid of it?
Do you have dispel magic now?
No.
I thought you did now.
Oh wait, do I?
You have access to it, but you haven't put it in your spellbook yet.
Oh, fuck.
Motherfucker Jones.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna dispel magic it.
Okay. You throw the dispel magic at it and just shreds the spell. It's gone.
I figured.
What was it used to be called? Or what did it used to be called? To
Dispel
like
magic.
No, like to disarm traps and stuff like that. I thought that was a skill back in the day.
It was a specific skill in multiple editions.
What was it called? It's gonna bother me now.
Disarm traps.
I don't think it was.
Okay,
Open lock,
well,
disarm traps, 2 separate skills.
speaking of opening locks, how are these 3 looking to me?
They are high quality locks.
Something able to be picked, or
Give me an investigation check.
okay. That's gonna be a 20, dirty 20.
They're a type of sequential lock. If any one of them is incorrectly unlocked, it relocks all 3 of them.
Oh, dungeoneering is what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, different use for dungeoneering.
Is there any way to determine the sequence that they need to be unlocked in?
Oh, it doesn't matter the sequence they're unlocked in, but if you just fail at any one of them, it relocks all 3.
Oh,
Okay. I'll give it a try.
All right. I will need at least 3 open locks checks.
Okay.
From who?
Now I do have a question. If I look,
You're really good at that.
I assume my reliable talent works for thief is a check with tools and ability check. I assume, or is it not?
Probably. Where's your reliable talent? Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus. So yes.
Okay.
And,
So first roll is a 20.
You're good.
Second roll is an 18.
Fail.
oh,
Okay.
Shit.
Um,
I'm gonna boost your morale with a nice pat on the shoulder. You got this.
Thanks. I don't know if that works. Is there any
Okay.
repercussion, or can I try again?
The locks all snap shut.
Right. Okay.
hmm.
Oh, you failed.
Just break the door, dude.
I mean, I can guidance you for all of them, but it's gonna break the invisibility.
I can
Well,
hold your hand while we
Wouldn't
do
you have
this.
already broken that with the spell magic, or?
Yeah, you would have.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
Alright,
Drumstick's
so-
also visible.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Hi.
guidance you for them.
Broomstick, when did you get here? Oh no, that would explain the heavy clomping I heard everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck.
So you get to add a D4
And
to your
now.
check. And it's a cantrip, so I can cast it as many times
Yeah.
as we need to.
Okay. So with that, the first one's a 22.
Good.
Second one's also a 22.
Good.
Oh god.
I rolled an 8 3 times in a row, by the way. Next one's a 23.
All right. So with Blaze looking over your shoulder and nagging you all the way through this process,
I know how to do this, okay?
Clearly you don't.
it works out just fine with the added assistance. When you open the door, it is another storage room with just old furniture and uninteresting things scattered about into it.
How big is
Warren,
this
roll me an insight check.
24.
This is so obvious a security door
Yeah.
that it almost has to be a distraction from something else.
Yeah.
That trap that was dispelled likely would have killed most thieves.
Okay.
So is this not the door then?
I'm going to, in order to save time, this room is a false lead. They very much wanted people to waste time here and increase their chances of getting caught.
Well, it's technically worked. We just haven't been
Is
caught
there any
yet.
other door down here?
You haven't
Or
checked out the wine cellar room.
All right, let's check that.
Yeah. When we get into the wine cellar room, I'm gonna whip out the Wand of Secrets. So if a
wand-
secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points to the one nearest you.
That's so fucking handy.
Right?
Yeah.
I always forget I have it.
Dope.
So yeah, like Blaze is just like pulling out the wand and pointing in the same direction that Warren is at the same time.
I just scoot my invisible ass out of the way because I don't know what the fuck is happening. Secret wand.
The wall is lined with
Secret wand.
wine racks and many full casks of wine. Very cold in this room. Both of you end up pointing at a faded symbol of Siamorph, which is a golden chalice, silver chalice with a golden sun, painted on the south wall. When you push that symbol, a secret door opens.
Yes. Let's go. Don't mind if I do.
Is there any weird magic traps?
No
Okay.
traps here. Anyone who would have done a detect magic would have been drawn to the other door.
Yeah.
The next room that you go that leads into another set of stairs going down and into a room which is lined with what would be coin coffers. The type of sturdy wooden chests that you use to carry large sums of money in. And all of them are empty.
Oh. Don't they do a loan business?
They do.
That seems bad.
And this vault is completely empty of gold. There is yet another set of stairs leading down from a not so concealed wall here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing that we're not here to rob them, because we'd be very disappointed right now.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, true.
We
But
don't need their money.
But the wine though, we could use it because Rodrigo keeps drinking ours.
Their wine didn't. Was the wine I was drinking any good?
It was decent.
Okay.
If you were going to buy bottles of wine to serve a group of 80 people, that was a wise choice.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna like shrug at Vial or the illusion of Vial because I don't know where she is right now. I'm just gonna point out. So far, we haven't found anything incriminating yet.
We're not even there yet. We're
we are
literally
breaking-
in a fucking wine cellar, bro.
We're breaking and entering into
fair.
their house, and so far we don't have any evidence. I really hope there's something down here. It's gonna be very awkward if there's not.
Trust.
Trust.
All right, so going down those other stairs, which is a much longer staircase than the previous one. You drop into a much older construction room. And Warren, we haven't talked about your halberd in a long, long time. Do you still carry that?
I would like to, but I'm not sure how I could be carrying it with the disguise right now. It could maybe be in the bag of holding. It's something I really don't like going without.
I mean, yeah, you probably put it
So
in the
then
bag of holding.
Say it's there then.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it on my back. That would be a little bit not with my disguise.
I will say it continues to serve its purpose inside the bag of holding, because you're getting that ghost tingle. From somewhere below where you're at now, there's a ghost tingle.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Which means ghosts are coming?
Very carefully sidle up next to Blaze, and I'm like, now don't be alarmed, but this place might be slightly haunted.
Oh god.
Okay.
When you get to the bottom of the stairs, is a wide arched hall. There is a spiral staircase going down in the very center of the room, directly in front of you. Off to the left, there are 3 sets of double doors. And then off to the right, the hall makes a turn to the left, going off somewhere else. In the interest of speeding up time, the 3 sets of double doors are holding cells. Just big doors that lock from the outside. Each one is a 20 by 20 room. All of them are empty. But it looks like just locking doors from the outside kind of only means one thing.
Right. Would this be normal in a Waterdeep noble house? Do they normally have their own private dungeons, or is that not totally legal for them to just have their own prisoners?
I mean, the only thing that's weird here is you've gone this far down and haven't found sewers.
That's a good point. Yeah, those things.
But
are
yeah,
everywhere.
it seems to be in your personal experience that nearly every building in Waterdeep has something under it.
Okay. Well, that's fascinating. Still not quite incriminating yet. There's no incriminating creepy blood stains or torture devices or anything.
No, none of that.
Oh, no.
Okay. Fael, if you were holding a devil captive in your basement, where would it be?
I don't know.
I feel like you would know that, but we'll leave that for now.
Fael's home doesn't have a basement because it's on the ceiling.
It has a weird attic basement.
Technically, Skullport, the entirety of Skullport is
Yeah.
the basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
We will continue on past these holding cells.
Well, the holding cells are kind of at the end of the hall.
Okay.
So there's nothing past those. So it'd be the staircase or the hall in the opposite direction.
Hall in the opposite direction.
Okay. There you go, and it kind of runs about 100 feet through a fairly narrow corridor, and opens up onto this balcony area overlooking this grand hall. And when I say grand hall, it dwarfs the size of the mansion up above.
Okay, that's unusual.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think we're
And I
getting
believe-
closer.
Yeah. One end of the hall is raised up above the rest, forming some sort of platform. And on that platform is a gigantic statue of Asmodeus.
Well,
my
there you go.
Boom, bitch! Boom!
Okay.
Oh, I don't like it.
So pray silently.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it.
Pray, motherfucker.
I don't like it.
Now,
Boom.
definitely suspicious.
The other thing that you notice is the balcony that you're on is fairly unstable.
I don't
So,
like that either.
proceeding-
Anyone got Featherfall?
Proceeding out farther on the balcony risks collapse.
How
Let's
far
see.
from the ground is it?
High enough that it's a significant fall.
Is there an actual exit, or is it just to look out at their nice big statue?
It looks like what you have is like a gigantic hall, and this at one point in the past would have been like arena seating above the hall floor.
Right. So it's not actually meant to have an exit down into the hall.
No,
Or-
no,
Okay.
not from here.
Was
Okay.
that-
Should we try the staircase instead?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that staircase an up or down staircase?
Down.
That's probably a good thing to try then.
Now, before we go any further, I'd just like to point out, giant Asmodeus statue, definitely not a good look. Vial might have a little bit more credibility now. However, I would like to just clarify, I don't think that it's anything illegal yet. Like, are you allowed to worship Asmodeus in Waterdeep?
It's
or-
probably frowned upon.
not so much the worship, but like the human sacrifice ceremonies and things like that sometimes come up. Yeah, that's a problem.
Sometimes. Okay, I'm just saying we haven't found anything that we can go to the open lord and be like, you need to arrest them because they have a statue.
No. Like Asmodeus, like there are some gods where that would throw up a much larger red flag.
Mhm.
Baal, for example, would throw up a huge red flag. God of murder does not have happy cultists.
Right. Okay. I'm just keeping everyone on the same page. If we're looking for evidence, we're not quite there yet.
But you're starting to believe me? Come on, just say it.
I'm just saying they don't have a good look so far.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right. So if you go down that spiral staircase, it takes you down to the floor level where the area you just looked upon was at, same level. And on the wall here is a 18-foot high, 9-foot wide, gilded frame portrait of Asmodeus holding his ruby scepter.
Huh.
Oh God. It's
almost like we're in a church.
Dreamstick, do you want to say a few words?
No.
God, I feel bad for Dreamstick right now.
But I do think this is a wonderful place to stop for the night. Because we get to stop on Warren being proven wrong.
Now, hold on. I never said she was absolutely wrong. I just said that I was going
That
to
you
take her
don't
word
believe me.
for it. Trust is earned.
Yeah, the ghost tingle is coming from behind a set of doors near here too. So that gives us a couple of options for next session.
Okay.
So much evidence, much battle.
I mean, I'm actually going to say Droomstick, out of all of us, is probably the most welcome in here if Asmodeus pops up. I'm just going to say.
No.
On your way to Devilhood.
Yeah. V is completely in Asmodeus' good book right now, as far as she knows.
Hey.
With a boss like that, you never really know if he likes you or not.
I feel like every now and then I pen the right article and I hear a little chuckle in the back of my head. Then,
Yes, you definitely think he approves.
That doesn't mean he's not going to devour your soul.
Oh no, he's definitely going to devour your soul.
Yeah.
That was on the contract.
But low key, who's not getting out while the getting's good? I mean.
Oh no. Like when that happens, you go into hell in a management position.
Maybe.
You skip that lemur phase and go to something higher up on the demon hierarchy or devil hierarchy. In any event, we will call it a night there because that was a fun session where I think I only rolled like 2 dice. We'll be back next week for more of this. We'll find out where Lestara and Ophelia have gotten themselves into trouble. We will continue along those lines. We'll be back very soon. We'll be back on Sunday nights. I got one more planning session I want to get in before we're ready to go live. The holidays may come into play there. We'll play. We'll see how that goes out, but we have something new planned. Also, we've got we're affiliate now, so we have Miu emotes.
Yes.
Subscribe, do that Amazon subscription thing with Amazon Prime to get a freebie. It helps us out a lot. And then Nick runs Humblewood on Fridays.
I do, and we are coming back this week. I hope you guys are ready for quite an epic battle. So, very excited for that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
so me, Evil Sales Ass on Twitter. That's where you find me at. And I'm gonna pass to Rozzy because I know she loves this part.
Yeah.
Cinder Wizard, Twitter and Instagram. Nick?
Hell yeah. Blue Aura 94YT is my Twitter. Find us in the Discord. We actually have the link for it right in the chat here. I'm going to be literally passing out as soon as we're done with this, so that's my life. I'm just tired. Let's go with GS.
You can find me at Sweet Nine Tails on Twitter and the Instagrams. I don't know. Holidays coming up. I'm surviving. I think I'm surviving. Who the hell knows at this point?
This year, survival is not guaranteed.
I've been working on a lot of the Carpe Nerdus stuff the last couple days, the emotes and stuff like that, and doing a small rehaul on our page. You will also soon find us with new panels and layouts and stuff. So look forward to that. That's it. I'm gonna pass it off to. Has Nick actually gone yet?
Yes, I just passed it to you.
Okay, then Oliver. I couldn't remember. I knew it got passed to Rozzy, and then I just whooshed.
Yeah, I can't be found anywhere except for the Discord, that is somewhere down below. So, and apparently Nightbot is now pointing that out. Nightbot stole my job. Gang. Can't believe my outro has been automated.
Yeah. That's what happens in the future.
They took your gerb.
Yeah.
You could be the one to jump the thing. If I could type the word Discord, that would be great.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and literally everyone has that power now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I'm feeling sad and dejected.
That's okay. You are.
Wonderful
I'm
note
just
to finish on.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, good night, everyone.
Yep.
And we will see you next time.
Shut it down.
Peace out, Cub Scout.